the stream. Hey, Carter. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let me just do something really. All right. Okay, guys. Welcome. Thank you, Carter, for being here. As you come in, just hit the like button, leave us a comment. Hit the like button and leave us a comment. And as you guys know, they work overtime to censor me. So don't let it stress you out. Okay, so as you come in, hit the like button and leave a comment. Yeah. Come on, guys. So today we're going to talk about, just give me 1 second here. All right. Okay. I'm just going to let you guys come on in. Okay. All right. Bamfield, welcome. Leilani, welcome. Avion, Lenora, Celia, E. Carter, welcome. All right, guys. So let's get started. Okay. So today I want to show you guys something because I need people to start thinking. Okay. Don't think for 1 second that this is going to be just a boring live. I'm doing this because I really need to spur your imagination, to get people thinking about their survival, in a multi-structured way. Okay? Because if you're looking at surviving, hey Jennifer, in a unilateral way, it may not work. Okay? I don't want to go too much into the plans of, our wonderful planetary rulers who are just in love with the human race. They just love us so much that they gave us the all saving need L, So I don't want to go too much into, our wonderful saviors who rule the planet, the lovers of humanity. So I want you guys to begin thinking, and that's the goal of this live stream tonight, right? So the topic of this live stream is a document that I created back in 2016. I want you guys to bear with me. Don't think it's just going to be, a bunch of data and statistics and boring. That's not where I'm going, okay, with this, okay? The goal that I'm trying to achieve is to get you to see your survival in a different way. If your survival is unilaterally based, it may not be the right strategy for you. Remember, right before the world lovers of humanity that rule the planet, right before 2019, I kept telling you guys something's up, something is coming. And I showed you guys how to, hey Jennifer, I showed you guys how to prepare. Okay. I told you guys, I said, I couldn't really see what it was, but I tried to help you guys to prepare. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unveil one of the research papers that I wrote. Just bear with me. Don't let it bore you. Okay. The goal of this is to show you that there's so much opportunity that could be had. Okay. And with that, I'm just going to start, right now. Okay, let's move here. Okay, all right. Oops. All right. So what you're looking at is a strategy that I created in 2016. Okay, and what it is, it's an actual, the goal was to create an actual economy for young people. I hope everyone heard what I just said. Okay, an actual economy for young people. And where am I going with this? Without saying too much about the rulers of planet Earth who are in love with humans, I don't want to talk about them because we know how much they love humans. Okay? What I want to show you was a missing link and quite possibly something that the human race can do in order to shore up their survival. If you look at the screen, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger on the screen here. Okay. If you look at the screen, this is an economy, an economic model, and I created this in 2016. Okay. And I geared it towards young people. I want everyone to listen carefully to what I'm saying. Okay. What I want people to begin to think about is the natural order of economics. What does that mean? The present type of economics that we're under, either, Adam Smith or Keynesian economics. I'm not going to go into the boring details about economic and economic history and all of that stuff. But the concept is based on scarcity. And scarcity is diametrically opposed to planet Earth. There is no scarcity on Earth. So the actual system of economics is counterproductive to the way in which the Earth runs itself. So what I did is I looked at natural order. And let me show you what I mean by natural economics. Natural economics is if you leave something in stasis, it will continue to replicate itself. If you leave something alone, meaning the environment doesn't change, it will continue to replicate itself. That is one aspect of natural order. The replication of itself is an economic model. Compound interest. How does something multiply itself, right? Or interest or compound interest, right? Multiplying itself, okay? After you have a principle, okay? So when you look at natural economics, which is something I want to introduce to you, and I want to sow this seed into your mind, it's not going to germinate now, okay? I don't have much to give. As you guys know, the rulers of planet Earth who love humans, ruined my life. But I'm not dwelling on that today. So I don't have much to give. But the little I have to give, I want to share with you. Some of what I share with you, and you guys who have been following me for years, the things I share with you today, many of you realize, hold on, 5 years later you go, oh my God, Renetta told us this. Oh my God, I understand why she told us this 5 years ago. Like in 2018, 2017, I told everyone, make sure you have an office at home. I said, because the time is coming, you're going to be working at home. And if you don't have an office at home, you're going to get fired. And some people listened, some people didn't. And then, 2020 came and we all know what happened. And then people emailed me and said, Renetta, if you didn't warn me and tell me to set up my office at home, I would have lost my job. Do you know how many people emailed me and told me that? Right? So I'm showing you something that may not germinate, it may not produce seed today. And by the way, anyone who wants this document, email me and I'll give it to you. But I'm showing you something for the future. Okay? Now, aspect 1, or bullet point 1 of the natural economy. And this is why our loving rulers at the top have changed the natural order of the planet and created a disaster economy. Go look up a disaster economy, okay, where they siphon off billions and trillions of dollars by creating disasters, and then they call it climate change, which is not. Okay, go look up the disaster economy. But when we get to the natural economy is simple. You look at nature. If you leave a pineapple tree in the correct soil where pineapple trees grow, the pineapple tree, if everything remains consistent, that tree will bear fruit until it can no longer bear fruit. That's the natural economy. Right? Now watch this. Sorry about that. Now watch this. Now the pineapple tree is going to bear fruit. I want to show you a principle here. The pineapple tree is going to bear pineapples because it's a pineapple tree, right? The apple tree is going to bear apples because it's an apple tree. The mango tree is going to bear mangoes because it's a mango tree. That is natural economics. Let me say that again. That is natural economics. So economics does not have to be an enemy of poor people, but or regular working people. No, economics has to make sense to regular people. You're following what I'm saying? So when we look at natural economics, devoid of disaster economics, which is what is being engineered and then called climate change, and this is a way to siphon, literally bankrupt countries and siphon off money into projects and agendas, black projects, black agendas that no one knows about until it's too late. So the principle of natural economics is, number one, when you observe nature, a seed in the right soil with everything favorable will bear fruit until it no longer can. The second law of natural economics is that the seed will bear fruit after its kind. Renetta, what are you getting at? Aha. I present to you a type of economic model that will hopefully, that if I plant this seed in your mind, at the right time, it may save the human race. I usually tell you guys things long before it happens. As you can see, I drafted this in 2016. And it wasn't until today my spirit said, now is the time to reveal to people this type of economics. So what is the second law of natural economics? The first law of economics is the principle of abundance, as long as the soil and the environment is conducive, meaning this disrupts the law of scarcity. The law of scarcity is man-made, okay? The law of abundance is in nature, right? So the second law of natural economics is each after its own kind. Each after its own kind. Each after its own kind. So many people are going to interpret that in a way that is like, aha, I get it. So white people should have their own economy and black people should have their own economy. That is one concept. That is one way of looking at the second laws of natural economics. But look at this. White and blacks are not the only two segments of the economy. What do I mean by that? Is there only one type of apple? Is there only one type of orange? Is there only one type of mangoes? Or are there only one type of mangoes? You see where I'm going with this, right? So don't look at natural economics only in terms of race. Here's what I'm trying to show you. There needs to be, and I'm sowing this seed now. Anyone who wants this PDF, email me and I will gladly send it to you. Because you never know in the future how this can save someone's life. Okay? The second law of natural economics is this: each after its own kind. What do I mean by that? The current economic model, and I'm not going to use the word sustainable because those are code words for New World Order. But the current economic model is not conducive for the average person. First of all, the laws of economics is so anti-nature that the average person does not understand it. And you see, it's designed that way, right? The natural economics should be so simple. Anyone with or without an education should understand it. Did everyone catch what I just said? Did everyone catch what I just said, right? Press 1 if you understand what I'm showing you. Current economics is so complicated, the average person can't understand it. Natural economics is so simple, the average person can understand it. Do you guys just see a master key I just gave you? Did you see the master key I gave you? Let me show you what I mean. You have a farm. You have 2 seasons for your pineapples. Okay? Season 1, your yield is 10 pounds. Season 2, your yield is 20 pounds. You know in 1 year, you have a yield of 30 pounds. Natural economics. You following? If all things are consistent. If all things are consistent. Now here's what I'm trying to show you. The other problem with economics today is that it's not only antiquated, it does not represent the working class and the middle class. What do you mean by that? People who are not in your class, people who don't look like you, people who don't have your values, people who don't understand your finances are making economic policies that affect you. That system can only lead you in 2 directions: slavery or rebellion. And I'm not talking color here. Remember, color is only one segmentation of natural economics. Renata, what are you trying to say? What is this new economic model that you're trying to get us to understand? Simple. A young man between the ages of 14 to 18 is not the same as a young woman between the ages of 14 to 18. What are you trying to say? A young man between the ages of 14 to 18, or young men between the ages of 14 to 18, have a unique perspective on how they view the world. Their brain functions differently. Their outlook functions differently, and they tend to have a lot of creativity. What are you saying? I am saying that young men need their own economy. I am saying young women need their own economy. I am saying women need their own economy. Women should not be competing with men because women are not men. Men, 18 to maybe 38 or 18 to 40 or 18 to maybe 20 and then 20 to 40, they need their own economies. Why? Because a man is not a woman. Do you see the error in the economy that we have today? The error in the economic system that we have today is that we're all herded into one economic model designed by people who do not look like us, do not understand our background, do not understand our genders, do not understand our finances, do not understand our levels of intelligence, whether IQ or emotional intelligence, and they set policies for us without understanding us. Now, I understand that in the United States, they created a system, but that system was for taxation without representation. No taxation without representation. And here I am saying no economic policies without representation. Does anyone understand what I'm trying to show them? Hey, Zulu, welcome. Woke, welcome. Lenora, Jennifer, welcome, 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 welcome. Queen, welcome. Does everyone understand what I'm trying to show them? Thank you, Econ. If you want to support me via Cash App, that's the link. PayPal, that's the link. Thank you. The problem with the economic model today is that it doesn't represent the public at all. People who are in their 80s, and I'm not against people who are in their 80s, people who are in their 80s need their own economic system. Why? Because people who are seniors or elderly have a unique perspective of how the world operates. They should graduate into their own economy. People who are 16 are competing in an economic system with people who are 80. And then the economic system says, you who are in your 80, you've reached your peak. We want fresh blood and kick out the wisdom of the person who's 80. What kind of economic system is this? And then you're surprised when the humans fight and kill each other. The present economic system is designed by people who don't look like you and I, making policies that affect you and I, and giving us very scarce resources to fight over. Now, going forward, how do we intend to address this issue? We must segment the population and give them their own economy. What does that mean? Women should have their own economy. And if you segment the women's economy, then young girls between the ages of 16 to 18, they have their own unique perspective of the world. And they have their own perspective and their own dreams and wishes and skills and abilities. They should have their own economy and they should not be taxed. Young males should have their own economy. The average boy does not want to sit in a classroom. I did the psychological research on this. The average young boy, when he gets to the age of 14, does not want to sit in a classroom. You want to know what that young boy, his program was built into his DNA to do? Earn money. Yet we torture them and we change the way in which their brain is naturally flowing by sticking them in a classroom until they're in their late 20s. And then after you stick them in a classroom until they're in their late 20s, then they have to compete with millions of other people for one position. Does this system make sense to you? Then they have to walk on pins and needles, so they never lose that position that they had to fight 10,000 or 1 million other people to get. It doesn't make sense. Young men need their own economy. People in their 20s and their 30s are in a unique position in life. Usually they're in a place where they're living it up in their 20s, and then by their late 20s, they start preparing for a family. They need their own economy. And what can happen is as people begin to age, they can age out of the other economy and age into the economy that's above them. So what I'm calling for is a segmentation of the economy. But that's a radical idea, Renetta. So is communism. And it's being stuffed down our throats, whether we like it or not. And communism is not benefiting any of us. What I'm presenting to you will benefit every one of us. If you're 16 and you turn 21, you will age out of the youth economy and then age into the young adult economy. There will always be an economy for you all the way until you die. If you want to work in your 80s, why should you be kicked out of the workforce? There are people who love working and they want to work till they're 80, till they're 90. Why should they be kicked out? There should be an economy for them where they can generate money if they so choose. And if they don't and they want to retire, go ahead. But if you're 21, you age out of the youth economy and you go into the young adults economy. And here's the unique thing I'm presenting to you about this economic model. Are you ready for this? Press 1 if you want to hear the unique perspective of how this economic model is run. And this is what makes it. This is what will make it favorable to humans. The present economic system is set by trillionaires, quadrillionaires, and billionaires. Is any of us billionaires, trillionaires, and quadrillionaires? Are any of us billionaires, trillionaires, and quadrillionaires? No. Can we relate to these entities? No. How the hell are they determining our economics? Are you following what I'm showing you? Interest rates. Interest rates are set by policymakers. Do those policymakers go and talk to the public? No. But yet, their policies affect us. Taxes. United States was a unique country in terms of taxes. Technically, if they were to follow a strict constitution, meaning you follow the constitution as is, they are not supposed to impose any tax on you without asking you. We're looking at taxes. And I'm not saying don't pay your taxes. I'm just showing you the present economic model. The present economic model says, whatever you produce, we will tax But that is not how the United States was set up. The United States was set up in a way that says you have to ask us in order to tax us. Okay? We got to give you consent. So when you look at the taxation scheme, you're taxed, and I will show you in this document, 500 ways to hell. But let me ask the American public a question. And this is for people all over the world, because the goal of this is to get you thinking. And then I'm going to go to the document because I'm already 30 minutes. What do you get back for your taxes, people? What do you get back for your taxes? Do you know Americans pay, and it's probably more now because the research changed. When I did this research in 2016, Americans pay over 100 different taxes, and they get back practically nothing for it. Foreign countries get more from the US government, this is a fact, than American people. So what's unique about this economic model I'm trying to show you? And I don't care if you're, look, I don't give a damn what skin color you are. The lovers of humans at the top of the pyramid, they hate all of us equally. Okay? I want to plant seeds in your mind so that at the right time, this seed will germinate. Okay? Let me show you what I'm trying to tell you. The economic model that I'm trying to show you is unique to the group because it's a natural economic order. What do you mean by that? Can a human run with lions? In the natural order of things, can a human walk into a den of lions and say, I want to be a lion? The answer is no. So Renata, what are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this economic model, which is the natural economic order, says the only group allowed to make policy for that economic group are the people within that group. Did anyone catch that? What do I mean by that? I'm a woman and I understand what it means to be a woman. So a man cannot come and tell me how to create policies on how to be a woman. Men are unique. Men should be able to create their own policies that are favorable to them. The youth, young men between the ages of 14 to 21, their economic model and the policies that should go into it should be created and favorable to them. And don't think because they're young, kids are stupid. Okay? Kids are far more intelligent than people realize. So the natural order says that a pineapple tree is a pineapple tree, and the policies for a pineapple tree should not be the policies for a mango tree. Is anybody on planet Earth tonight? Let's look at the document because we're already 34 minutes in. Okay, so this was one of the economic models that I created for young people. As you can tell, it was 2016, right? So it's old. So this is just the table of contents, right? Let me show you how I set it up. Okay, so what I looked at in this economic model was unemployment, right? This is old statistics, but don't miss the model that I'm trying to show you because I was trying to solve a problem when I created this. Okay, so what's the problem? The problem was you have 74 million young people worldwide who are unemployed. Okay? Other estimates think it's 6 or 7 times higher. So it's 6 times 74 million or 7 times 74 million. If these numbers were to reflect 7 times those estimates, that would put youth unemployment at 518 million worldwide. So before anyone comes to tell me we have an overpopulation issue and we have to decrease the population. No, we have a greed issue. 98% of the earth's wealth is in the hands of less than 1%. There isn't an overpopulation issue. There is an economic trickle up issue where 2% or less than 2% of the earth's resources trickles down to the population. 98% of the earth's resources are owned by less than 2%. The problem is not overpopulation. The problem is mismanagement and greed. 2016, let's look at unemployment. And we looked at unemployment among, I believe this might be young men. But let's look at the unemployment, right? So we have 33%, and I just looked at the United States here, but deep into the other document, you're going to see the unemployment rates across the planet. 33%, 51%, that's Black America, and 36% for Hispanics. Okay, this is old research, but we're still going to go with it. Don't lose the concept. Okay, so what I did is I said to myself, I said, look, what is the problem? The problem is a high unemployment rate. Why is the unemployment rate high? Oh, it's lack of skills. Oh, there aren't enough jobs. No, people. The unemployment rate is high because the economic system favors those at the top. The economic system does not reflect the average person. It does not reflect the average person's life, lifestyle, income. The economic system today is designed by people who are billionaires, trillionaires, and quadrillionaires. What the hell do they know about being middle class or about being working class? Nada. So if the economic system is designed for them, not only that, they're not the same age as the majority of people who are unemployed. They don't look like them in some instances. So that tells you the economic system that we have is antiquated. So what did I do? I said, okay. I said, the problem is young men who are unemployed. Now look at this. Under United States trade law, and this is American, this is just an American example, right? You cannot hinder trade on the roads. What does that mean? It means that you cannot shut down the US economy. It's actually illegal to shut down the US economy under United States trade law because it says you cannot hinder trade between the states and you cannot hinder trade on the road. So when I saw that law, I said to myself, aha, this is the solution. This is the solution to a problem. What's the problem? You have high unemployment rates for young people. And you have an American law that says you cannot hinder trade. So how do you solve that problem? A mobile economy. Is everyone seeing? What is a mobile economy? There are two types of mobile economy, or mobile economy, as some people say. But I say it's mobile, not mobile. Mobile is your cell phone. The mobile economy is your cell phone, the on-the-go economy using your cell phone. But this is not the economy we're talking about, right? This is the economy where it says you cannot hinder trade on the roads, right? Which means that if you can drive, you have a business. Is anyone there? Now they're going to say, oh, climate change, carbon pollution, yada, yada, yada. You can build the cars that doesn't emit carbon dioxide. Give me a break. Okay? So the mobile economy simply says, if you can drive, you can put your business on the back of a van a bus, a car, a truck. Is anyone in the building? So instead of a person saving up just to buy a car so that they can go from point A to point B, why not just save up to buy something a little bit bigger and put your business on the back of your car? Is anyone in the building? Remember, this was in 2016, okay, that I came up with this. This is not yesterday. This is 2016. Is everyone understanding what I'm trying to show you? Right? I want you guys to see this is just one concept of putting your business on the back of a car. Why? Because every country has a road. You following? Every country has roads or a bicycle. Thank you. Or a motorbike. Thank you. Okay? Every country has roads. And all you got to do is just figure out how to start your business. You following? Okay, let me show you some examples here, and I'll be quick. For example, a successful business in today's economy has several headquarters and affiliate locations, all of which require owning a building. With the mobile economy, a startup can expand at a much faster rate with less overhead expenses, therefore giving the startup a large footprint with less expensive. Applying the mobile economic principle to startups would allow the CEO to have access to more of their profits and more competitive advantage. This is only one economic model. One. Okay? One. Okay? So watch this. The mobile economy is targeted towards youth under 40 years of age. It takes into consideration several factors. Well, globalization is dead. Remember how far back I wrote this? This was 2016, right? Evolving job markets, high youth unemployment, exorbitant cost of living, wage inequality, heavy taxation schemes, and bureaucracy. If you have a car, if you have a truck, if you have a van, all you have to do, and if it's not a semi, you don't need a specialized license. All you need is the right, what is this called? Legal structure and the right insurance. Did anyone hear what I just said? Watch this. By converting present industrial models to a mobile economy while harnessing the youth population, you could achieve cost of living commensurate with income, meaning that your cost of living and your income will be growing at a steady rate. Okay? As opposed to your cost of living is growing at 30% and your income hasn't changed more than a fraction of a percentage for over 30 years. A flat taxation scheme, eradication or low youth unemployment, long-term job stabilization, income equality. Okay? All right. So let's look at some other, and we know the gas and the diesel issue, but we'll come to that in a second, right? So these are some of the things we look at, right? So New York Times article, the cost of living in the United States is America is rising relative to income. What does that mean? The cost of living is rising exponentially and people's income changed a fraction of a percentage in 30 years. Meanwhile, the CEOs who love us humans, their salaries grew at 2,000%. while the average worker's salary grew at a fraction of a percentage. Do you understand what I'm trying to show you when I tell you the present economic model is not designed for the average person? And the way in which we address this is not imploding the system, but fracturing it by market segmentation. Okay? All right. Research on taxes. Americans pay, and this is just for Americans, 100 different types of taxes. But once again, when we look at the taxation scheme that Americans pay versus what they receive, the benefits of those taxation, is it equal? No. Okay. All right. Let's look at youth unemployment. Remember this, these statistics are from 2016. Okay. Okay, so youth unemployment in 2016 was 11.2%. The purpose of the mobile economy is that we would decrease youth unemployment by simply showing them one economic model suited to them. Simple. If you can drive, you got a business. Okay? Okay, the goal is long-term stabilization, income equality, exactly. Okay? Mobile economy and pollution. I'll send you guys that document. We don't have to go into it. But let's look at some types of, if we're looking at the mobile economy, let's look at some prototypes. Is everyone? It's happening in Ghana. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Dad's Duchess said, I remember you presenting this in class. Oh, good. My spirit said, show the people this again. Well, show the people this, I should say. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. I got 14 more minutes. Let me continue. Now, let me show you some type of mobile businesses. Wait till you see this. Watch this. A mobile hotel. What? Yeah. Mobile hotels. How many of you wanted to get into Airbnb and you just don't have the money to start Airbnb? Huh? Now you can create a mobile hotel. Is anyone in the building? Think about it. A mobile hotel. You put your hotel in the back of a truck and you rent it out. Okay, watch this. You can retrofit. Okay, hold on. You can retrofit the mobile hotel with thermal, solar, wind, electric, and or gas. Your mobile hotel could be a double-decker. Young unemployed individuals accepted into, this was a training program in order to train them to run a mobile business, would be trained in every area of the business of a mobile hotel industry. Let me show you something. What if you were to partner with a big hotel? Let me show you a concept. You can drive, right? There is a big chain hotel and they have all these business meetings every year. Sometimes these executives are sick and tired of sitting in like a, you know, a conference room, right? You go to the hotel and you say to the hotel that you would like to be their mobile hotel affiliate. What does that mean? Meaning you are an extension of that hotel on wheels. Let's say they're planning a wedding. You have the wedding reception and yada, yada, yada. And then they rent your hotel for the day. And you drive them to, you know, a national park or wherever, sightseeing tour, while they wined and dined on 4 wheels. A mobile hotel. Why stop at an Airbnb? Okay, in a location when you can become a certified, legal, mobile hotel owner. Of course, you're going to have to pass background checks and, you're going to have to do safety and all these kinds of things. I understand that. Okay. And no sleeping in the national park 2 o'clock in the morning. I get it. You following? Or your mobile hotel or your mobile B&B. Hey, what does that mean? Instead of you having an Airbnb that's an apartment building, people can come and rent out. How many people have trucks? And the trucks are sitting in the lot. I'm like, why aren't you converting some of those trucks into mobile hotels, mobile B&Bs, where people rent it out for the day, 2 days? Okay. They pay your company and they bring it back when the lease is up. Is anyone in the building? Is anyone in the building? How many of you can drive? Oh, let me take this off for 1 second. Mobile Vanna, I think, was taken from me, Zulu Warrior, because I wrote this in 2016 and I gave it to a whole bunch of people. And I realized the economy is changing, people. How many of you can drive? Mobile barbershops. I'm going to show you guys a whole, and this is just one aspect of a novel economy. I'm sitting on so much paperwork. I'm like, let me give it away to the human race. I don't have any money. I don't have anything to give, but I can give this away. Yes, a mobile barbershop is a big, big deal. Yeah. Yeah. I did this in 2016 and I gave out this paperwork to a whole bunch of people, so I'm not surprised. Right? But how many of you can drive? Do you know how many trucks are sitting in lots? How many vans are sitting in lots? Okay? And these, vehicle owners can't get them off the lots. If you could do rental arbitrage, why can't you do mobile arbitrage? Is anyone in the building? Mobile game trucks. All right. Thank you. Yeah, mobile gaming. Why not? If you can do rental arbitrage, yeah, mobile barbers, clothing stores, they call pop-up shops. Yeah, people do rental arbitrage for Airbnb. Why can't you do mobile arbitrage? Does anyone understand what I'm trying to show them? Did anyone catch what I'm trying to show them? Mobile salons. The only thing is you probably have to go to the city for the fire hydrant because you need the water. Mobile computer repairs, mobile phone repairs, mobile store on wheels, 99-cent stores, okay, clothing stores. Okay, your mobile, how many of you are into fitness and you love your little fitness, cute little fitness outfits? Mobile party buses, that's a big one. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of businesses from mobile arbitrage. But I want you to think in terms of arbitrage. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, because I'm telling you this because your startup costs are going to be less. Fruits and vegetables. Let me show you some research. I have another set of research. Micah, mobile granny fitness. Yes, getting granny snatched. Okay. Snatching granny's waist. Hello. Micah, let me show you some research. There are over 3,000 cities in the United States. This is another set of research papers that I have that they ruined, the demoniac crazies. Okay. Those research papers show that the United States has a green, what is it called? Desert. Green desert. You know what green deserts are? There are no fruits and vegetables within miles of the people. Mobile candlestick makers, mobile juice truck. Listen to me. America has over 3,000 food deserts. What does that mean? It means that in over 3,000 cities, people do not, food deserts. I made a mistake, food desert. People do not have access to fruits and vegetables. That is why you want your business on a truck. Mobile leasing, mobile, but think in terms of mobile arbitrage. Come on, let's go. What is mobile arbitrage? Okay, so in the real estate game, if you want to do Airbnb, okay, you either own property, okay, or you can get your, incorporate yourself, and then go to the owner of a building, of an apartment, okay, and you draw up a contract and you say to the owner, okay, I give you XYZ percentage every month. If you would agree to rent me out the apartment that I'm going to then rent out. Micah, you live in a food desert? Micah, can you drive? Micah, snap, snap, snap. Come on, sis. You live in a food desert? Micah. You live in a food desert? If you live in a food desert and you can drive, you got to look into mobile arbitrage, okay? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, okay? So what is mobile arbitrage? You go to you go to an automobile dealer, you incorporate yourself, you go to an automobile dealer, he says, okay, this is the leasing contract on it. All right. Once you lease it, I mean, it's yours. But if you're dealing with trucks and stuff like that, you may want to let him know, hey, listen, we want to do this with the truck. And, can we get a good, leasing deal on the truck? And then you retrofit the truck, depending on what you want to do. Hey, and you're good to go. And not all cities require that you get a license. Okay. So learn your city's laws. Let's continue. We're gonna get moving. Okay. So this is just the objective. Don't worry about this, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway. But here's what I want you to look at. Okay. Now we know the lovers of the human race. Everywhere we go, they stalk us. Okay, let's pass this. All right, so this was the budget for 2014. Like I said, the research is old, okay? The research is old, so you're going to have to update the research because I did this back in 2016, so the numbers are old, right? So motor carrier cost per mile, don't go with diesel, okay? So the total was $1.703, $1.703, but here's the difference. Here's the difference. You are not using your vehicle to go from point A to point B. You're using your vehicle to make money, even though we know that your carrier costs are going to be more than $1.03 per mile. Okay? This is old. This is old numbers. Okay, so you got to excuse me. You see the numbers here says 2014, so you know how old I did this research, right? But here's the difference. The difference is you're not using your vehicle just to go from point A to point B. That is not earning you money. Your vehicle is now earning you money. And here's the beautiful thing. Once you get that truck, you can put advertising. They can pay you to advertise on your truck. Are you there? Okay, so the two most expensive thing is fuel followed by wages. If it's just you, your wages are just going to yourself. Okay? All right, so let's look at some really interesting types of allocating funding. Okay, hold on. All right, let's look at some. I'm going to make this bigger because I want you guys to see this. Oh, sorry. All right. So watch this. Okay? Let me tell you something. Guys, The milkman of the 50s and the 40s and the 30s and the 20s earned a living using his truck to sell proper milk. Is anybody on earth today? If you are a doctor, okay, you may want to go back to house calls. Oh, did anyone hear what I said? Good night, Avion. You following what I'm saying? If you are a medical professional, okay, why not put your practice on the back of a truck? Diaper cleaning, mobile dog cleaning, mobile laundromat. Let me show you some of the ideas here. Mobile hotels, mobile weddings, mobile holiday events. All of this you could put on the back of a truck. Mobile tourism, mobile excursions, safaris, vacation homes, events, business meeting, housing, 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 mobile spas, mobile hospitals, you know, in so-called third world countries where people have to walk miles to go to hospitals. Why not bring the hospitals to them, minus the insectoid? Mobile dental clinics, mobile medical clinics, mobile education, mobile offices, mobile farms, labs, churches, dorms, health and wellness, mobile electric, places that don't have electricity. You come and you light up the village. Let's say, you know, there's a natural disaster. Okay? You come and you bring them electricity, mobile water, mobile waste to energy. Okay? People throw out a lot of agricultural waste. That's fertilizer. Okay? Think about it. You know, for composting, people throw it out. You could start going around and picking up the food produce that people throw away. And then you can sell that to the people who do composting. That's called waste to energy. Think about it. Mobile Wi-Fi. These are some. Mobile libraries, mobile telecommunications, mobile disaster preparedness units, type of accommodations, mobile hotels, hostels, traveling or private residence, transitional housing, a spa, clinic, hospitals. Okay, watch this. Let me show you some numbers here. Number of US cities, 20,000. Hotels per city, 10. If you were to create 3 jobs per hotel, that's 600,000 jobs. Okay. People, you don't always have to look vertically for your answers. Your answers are all around you. Are you guys there? Look at this. So you can create a matrix of your mobile hotel. You're the owner. You could have an engineer. You can have an assistant, your driver mechanic, your driver security, rest stop. You're going to plot your rest stop. If you have a water tank to refill, sanitation services, waste removal. It's all here for you. That's if you're going with a mobile hotel. Okay? I want you guys to think about this. So this is the idea. This is a mobile hotel that's a bus. I want you guys to take a look at this one. Mobile health eateries. Meal preps. Oh, yeah. Mobile mechanic. Mobile repair shops. Yep. Mobile hotels. Yeah. Yeah. Micro hotels. Pods. You know, all you got to do is just design. I'm going to show you a mobile hotel where you can see the pods. Okay. And this is one aspect of a novel type economy, right? So we're on the screen, and this is a mobile hotel. There's a little bit of a lag here, so I'm just waiting until it catches up. And we're almost done. I mean, you don't have to be this luxurious, but if, you know, for your high-end client, this will be great. You know? All right, look at this one. This is a mobile hotel. I mean, the gas on this is going to be a killer now because, you know, the climate terrorists don't want us going anywhere. Okay, so these are more on the luxurious end. So, you know, you could aspire for this to this, you know. But look at this. Look at the inside of this. Can you imagine if you had a mobile hotel that looked like this? Okay, I want you guys to see this. Right? Really begin to think. Think outside of the box. You know? Look at this one. This is a coach. Okay? You can create this as a mobile hotel. Why not? Look at this. Your mobile bar. Okay? I mean, this one is a train, but the concept is you can do the concept on a bus too. Okay? All right. I want to show you some numbers. Why the present economic system is not designed for us, and it's that way on purpose. Okay? Let me stop for a second. Okay, almost done. Lastly, look at this unemployment numbers. This was 2016, so you know it's worse now. And that just tells you how much they hate us. Okay? So Eastern Europe, 62. By the way, I couldn't pull a lot of the numbers for Africa. Okay, so I got some African countries in there, but it was hard finding them, right? Okay, so unemployment between 15 and 24, okay, 62%, 55%. Look at these numbers. Guyana, youth unemployment, 46%. Okay, Spain, 50. This is before 2020. Okay, St. Lucia, 40%, Namibia, 40%, Gaza, 38%, West Bank, 38%, Portugal, this is before 2020. Italy, 35%. Look at these numbers, people. Why? Why is the unemployment rate like this? It's like this on purpose. It's like this on purpose. Look at these numbers. Double-digit, astronomical unemployment. Here's the unique thing. Okay? All these countries have roads. Now, safety is an issue. So each country's safety index has to be measured. But all these countries have roads. Right? Okay. Now check this out. The tourism sector, this is old research again, they destroyed the economy, so all right, so tourism sector 2011 to 2015. Okay, I think these numbers are correct. Greece had 2 billion tourists going to Greece between 2011 and 2015. 2 billion. Let's look at Greece's unemployment. 55. How is this possible, people? The unemployment rate of young people in Greece between the ages of 15 to 24 is 55%. This is before 2020. Simultaneously, they had 2 billion people go to their country between 2011 and 2015. Greece has roads. You don't have to have a bus. You could have a bike. Spain had 22 billion people between 2011 and 2015. I hope these numbers are right. But that's a 4-year period, so that's highly possible, right? But then look at their unemployment, right? So what is this telling you? It's telling you that the economic system is designed 53%. 53%. When you look at tourism relative to unemployment, within a certain period, this is a 4-year period, the unemployment rate doesn't make sense. So what needs to be done? Okay? What needs to be done is simple. And this is the travel safety index. This is prior to 2020. So travel safety index by country, because safety is key. All right? All right. Okay, so watch this. Guyana now is about 60%. And here's the thing, Guyana has roads. People, it doesn't have to be a truck or a car. It can be a bike. If you're in a developing country, let me show you something. You can get a bike from China for about $2,000. Okay, and then they ship it, and then it arrives, after World War III. But, nonetheless, you get a bike. You can start the business with a scooter, a moped. Okay, simple. So if you're in a developing country where finances are scarce, you don't have to start with a truck model. You can start with a bike model, a moped, a scooter. You're following what I'm saying? Lenora, I showed you how to do this. Leasing. You don't need funding. You just need leasing. Okay? You're following what I'm saying to you? You just need leasing, and you just need the right location. And you got to figure out, yes, I like that China has bullet rooms. That's spacious enough to sleep and use a bathroom. This will work with a lot of traveling field workers. Exactly. Right? How many of you have land? Okay, how many have land that's not cordoned off in a residential zone? Well, if it's in a residential zone, you might be able to lease that land to mobile businesses if it's a mobile hotel. Okay? Think about it. If you have land and there's a mobile hotel in town, that land, the mobile hotel, could stay on your lot for safety. Convert an old bus into tourists. How many tourists come to your city? How many of you can drive? Do you know you might be able to become an ambassador of your city? Go to your city's website and see if you can become an ambassador to your city. And once you get an ambassador title and you clear, a background check with the police, the criminal, murderer, rapist, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and you get an ambassadorial title to the city. Now you can welcome tourists to your city. Do you have a car? Tourists come to your city. You can now drive your tourists around. You can become an ambassador to the tourists in your city. And all you need is your car. And you just have your little police, certificate of conduct. Okay? Yeah. Most cities have an ambassadorial program. Go look it up. See if you can become an ambassador to your city. And if you drive, you pass a background check. You're not a cuckoo bird, or a rapist, or a murderer, or a killer, or a demoniac. Right? You get a certificate of good conduct from the police. And then when the tourists come to your city and they need a chaperone, for the day, you said, okay, my services are $20 an hour. And you chaperone the tourists in your city. And when the tourists pick you up, when you pick up the tourists, you show them your certificate of good conduct from the police, right? And you could pick them up at a police station. You could always say, okay, I pick you up at a police station, right? So they, they feel, whatever, right? And you say, my services are $20 an hour. You can become a tourist chaperone with your car. And now your car is making you money. Is anyone on earth today, or did I bore you guys to death? So really think about your car. If you ride motorcycles or scooters or mopeds, why not become a chaperone? A tourist chaperone. Make your moped work for you. Dorm rentals for exchange students. Come on, people. Come on. All right. So guys, all right. So let's wrap it up. It's already 1 hour, 17 minutes. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't drive, but I am going to start back learning how to drive, which is what I did in New York. It's just a matter of, getting back into it, But I'm going to do this. Okay. I don't have money to give, but I'm sitting on so much research papers I created. I'm like, why not make someone else's life better? Right? People, if you have it to give, you don't always have to have money to give. Sometimes it's knowledge that you have, and you don't know how you can change a person's life. But if it's knowledge you have to give, or it's wisdom you have to give, or, be careful giving people money because people are demoniac crazies. But if you can help make someone's life better without giving them money, I mean, sometimes, if they have a business, you got to pay them money, help. Okay. So I want you guys to begin thinking, right? In 2 more minutes, we're done. I want you guys to begin thinking. If you have a car, people, you don't have to start with a car. If you have a moped, let me show you some prices of some mopeds. Okay. Wait till I show you guys this. You're really gonna love me. Okay, are you guys ready? Because you guys are like, oh my God, I need money. I'm like, can your ass drive? Yes. Oh, look at this. $949. $1,099. 200cc. That's not bad. Okay. $859. $2,000. 1,500 watt, 30 miles per hour. $2,000. Okay. You guys seeing this? If you don't have money to start with a car, why not start with a moped? Okay. You know what you can do with a moped if you drive? You can DoorDash on a moped. You guys seeing that? You can DoorDash on a moped. Okay. You can do courier services on a moped. You can be a business courier, medical courier on a moped. Okay. So really think, guys. The point I'm trying to make to you is this. Leonora, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. You can put a tracker, and not only that, they have equipment to shut them down when they're crooks. Micah, exactly. And let me guess, Micah, you're door dashing with a car? You could door dash if it's like, if it's less than like 5, I wouldn't go beyond 10 miles, 10-mile radius, but if it's like 5 miles less, I would go with a moped. You can get through traffic, less money on gas, you save more money. Micah, you might want to look into using a good moped for your DoorDash. Think about it. I mean, if you live in a cold climate, it's better to use a car. If you're down south, moped. If it's less than 5 miles, either way, add moped. Less money on gas, and you can go through traffic. You can rent them out. Okay, you got to find out the city. You know, this is the United States of America. They love to tax the shit out of you. So you might have to find out your city's regulations if you're renting them out. But if you decide to rent them out, why not? And I'd rent them out. I'd probably rent them out to tourists. So really think about that, right? So guys, what's the lesson for today? The lesson for today is this, and I'm done. Okay. You gotta start forming, you gotta start building economies around each other. Okay? Exactly, Leonora. Exactly. Mopeds in places like Palm Beach. Exactly. Leasing, car leasing. Exactly. You guys are really, really, really thinking about today, right? So what am I trying to show you guys? Guys, without saying too much, see where the economy is going, right? Okay, so yeah, highways, yeah. Okay, if you're going on highways, that's another story. That makes sense. If you're going neighborhood to neighborhood, because sometimes you could bypass the highway and just go through the neighborhood. Exactly. You can just do city limits. Yeah, you can restrict it to city. Watch this. People also rent out their Teslas. Exactly. So, but what's today? What am I trying to show you guys today, people? People, we got to start. Let me show you something. The past economic system. Okay, I want to show you guys something. Yes, Micah, tour, you can rent out your, also you can advertise. If you have a car and you need money, put a sticker on your car and let people pay you. So every time you move that car from point A to point B, you're advertising for someone and they're paying you. Put advertisements on your car. Queen V, go ahead. Yeah, lease out your truck. Lenora, sure, go ahead. Okay, but don't just let this die. But I want to make a point. Let me show you something, people. I don't have any money. Okay, I'm not rich. I don't have any money. The demoniacs came after me and ruined my life. Okay, But what I do have is still I have the ability to solve problems. That is my gift. I can look at a problem and I can solve the problem. I'm not saying that I'm an expert. I'm just saying I'll just present you a solution, right? Let me show you. I need you guys to understand this. Okay? This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. Please get this. The past economic system was based upon how much money you can make. Okay? How much money you can make. And it didn't give a damn if you stepped on someone's neck to get it. Okay? That was the past economic system. The economic system that will sustain us going forward is an economic system that is segmented. Okay? It is natural economics, meaning the lions run with the lions, the zebras run with the zebras, the cheetahs run with the cheetahs, the whales swim with the whales, the fish swim with the fish, the monkeys stay with the monkeys. And I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about segmentation down to age and stuff like that, right? Mobile kitchens, that's a great one. Okay? A mobile chef, mobile baker, okay? The economic system, listen to me carefully, people. Remember, I told you about COVID before it came, years before it came, and I told you guys what to do. I'm telling you guys again how to protect yourself. Listen carefully, okay? Do not sacrifice people for money. Listen to me carefully. Do not sacrifice people for money. That is the old wicked economic model. The economic model that is a pro-human, natural economics will be this. You have people. The people will help you make the money. Whereas the old economic system is, I have a gift, I'm going to step on your neck to get what I want. Those days are over. If you're going to survive, it is dependent on how you treat people. You guys understand what I'm trying to show you? Listen to me carefully. How you treat people will determine if you survive. So do not sacrifice good people in your family for money. Okay? If they are good people, okay, keep them, even if you lose a couple dollars. You know why? Because you need people to make money. Okay? The old economic model told you you need a good and a service to make money. You need a good product to make money. This economic model we're going to be plunged into. Quest for truth. I'm on ScrewTube. I don't even want to go there. Okay? Because then I start, listen, I have my own opinions. Okay? To be honest, I don't want to go there. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? Invest in people. You say, okay, I'm going to invest in you. And then when I need it, you invest in me. Okay? People economics. People to people economics. Okay? I'm going to help you. You help me. I'm going to help you. You help me. People to people economics. The natural order. Natural economics. That is how we're going to survive this attack. All right, guys? And you can still make money investing in the right people. I didn't say invest in everyone, because some of these people are demoniac crazies. Okay? I mean, invest in people who will invest in you. People to people economics. And only people who will reinvest in, no matter the race, listen carefully to the criteria. They got to be human. And when you invest in them and they succeed, they have an obligation to invest in you. You following? Right? So think about what I'm saying. All right, guys. So I'm not going to send it out today, but email me. If you want to cash app me, that's my cash app. Carter, thank you. If you want to PayPal me, that's my PayPal. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not going to send it out tonight, but if you email me, I will email you the document tomorrow for free. I've been sitting on it since 2016. It needs to bear fruit. And when you bear fruit, remember me. Okay? When you succeed, remember me. Okay? All right, guys. Guys, love you. Remember, find the right people. Find people with a moral compass. Find people who understand the laws of give and take, the laws of reciprocity. If people don't understand the laws of reciprocity, don't pour into them. Okay? And then begin to build your economic base. If you're relying on a vertical economic base that's top down or down up, forget that. Your economic base is all around you. If you have children and you're good with your neighbors and your neighbors have children, those children should be building an economic base together. Yes. You're welcome, Quest for Truth. Leonora, hey, no problem. And I do spiritual consultations. I look into people's lives and I tell them what to do. Yeah, sure. If you want to book a consultation, this is, you book it right here. Okay? Right? So I want to show you something. Don't just start a base for yourself. If you know you have young children and you know you get along well with the next door neighbor and they have young children, these children should be investing in each other as an economic base. Okay? I'm serious. If you're looking for an economic system that is top down from the rulers who adore us humans, you know how much they love us, and you're looking for an economic system where they are going to help us, listen, you're going to be sorely deceived. Okay? But if you say, okay, I got this neighbor over here, they're honest people, they're decent people, they're good with money, I'm here and that neighbor's there, that's the economic base. If they have children, you have children, and they're honest people, they don't like to touch, inappropriately or tell, anyway, I don't want to go there. They're respectable people and they have a moral compass. Their children, your children should be working together, developing an economic base. Exactly, Leonora. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, I want to show you guys something. Okay? I want to show you guys what my spirit has been telling me is going to be one of the most valuable things in the future. If you live in a cold climate, I'm going to show you something which I shouldn't. I should tell you in private. But to the people in Europe, okay, I want to show you something that is going to be a valuable commodity in Europe. Okay? And it may make some of you very wealthy. Okay? Before I go, let me do this. Most people are already gone. They're not gonna see this. Let me show you this. Okay, hold on. I was supposed to be finished. Okay. I want to show you guys something my spirit has been telling me. I should not share it. I should keep it and then at the right time become a multi-millionaire. Yeah, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. To the people in Europe, you can thank me later. Okay. If you are in Europe or you're in a cold climate, this is the thing my spirit is saying you need to know how to make. If you're in a cold climate, if you are in a cold climate, this thing I'm about to show you, as simple as it is going to make some people extremely rich. Let me show you what it is. Paper briquettes. Okay? Paper briquettes. Okay? Paper briquettes is something I was researching when the demoniac crazies destroyed my life. This is the last thing I will say. When the demoniac crazies came after me, I began looking for a poor people's solution. You know, when they destroyed my life. And I began to look at all sorts of solutions, alternative energy, alternative housing, alternative this, alternative that. Little did I know that I was looking into the future at a manufactured energy crisis. Paper briquettes burn better than fuel. Did anyone hear what I just said? They are more durable than a concrete cylinder block. They burn longer than candles. Oh, Leonora, that's wonderful. People, I'm showing you something. This is one, if you need anything to help you be valuable to any community in the coming days, is this. Okay? You can use this to heat your home. You can use this to build a home. Okay? It burns better than wood. When made properly, it burns at a longer duration than wood. And you can, when it's made well, there was an experiment about 20 years ago. They ran a truck over a paper briquette and it did not break. It's that durable. They ran a semi-truck over a cylinder block and it broke. That's how durable these things are. In terms of energy, people, in terms of energy, this is a gold mine. Some people don't have money for gold and silver. Get into paper briquettes and learn how to properly make it. My spirit has been saying to me, look at this. Okay? Okay? All right? That's all, folks. Leonora, listen to me carefully. Go. Oh, let me take this. It's very easy to make. Okay? And look at what they're doing to, just pay attention to what's going on. Okay? Pay attention to what's going on. All right? Listen to me carefully. Learn to make paper briquettes. At the right time, you will be like Noah building an ark. I was going to keep that one for myself. When I asked the creator, is it gold? Is it silver? The creator said it's paper briquettes. Because when the time comes, you will not be able to pull out gold and silver to barter with. Because if you pull out gold or you pull out silver, the hordes of demoniacs will come after you. I'm not saying don't have gold and silver. The creator told me, paper briquettes. Okay? paper briquettes. That's one of the secrets I gave. Another secret I gave you guys for free. Okay. All right, guys. Love you guys. If you want to Cash App me, you got my Cash App. If you want to PayPal me, you got my PayPal. If you want the the document, I'll email it to you guys tomorrow. So email me tonight and I'll send it out to everyone tomorrow. Listen to me. If you want to buy gold, buy gold. I will never tell you not to buy gold. But if things do not correct itself and society breaks down and you need to barter, do you think with a horde of demoniacs running up and down this planet, you're going to pull out gold? You're going to pull out silver with a bunch of hive mind zombies running up and down the planet? Brain eating hive mind zombies? I don't think so. I asked the creator, I said, what do I need to have? And the creator said to me, remember when the demoniacs came after you the first time and you were researching alternate forms of energy? Paper briquettes. That was in 2009. That's not 20 years ago. 2009. And here we are today with an energy crisis. Okay? Think about what I'm telling you. All right? Think about what I'm telling you. And it's very easy to store. And you don't need, candles are great. Get your candles. But you won't need gasoline to heat your homes. Okay? Let me show you another secret. Okay? I know I'm about to leave, but something else came to me. Okay? Let me see. Let me see if I remember the name. It's called okay, hold on. It's called a can heater. Solar heater made out of cans, recycled cans. Okay, there we go. Pop can solar heater. Okay, hold on. This is another thing. If you're living in Europe, this is something else you're going to want to research. This is another thing that the creator told me you need to learn how to make. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys and then I'm going to go. All right, hold on. I'm done, guys. I'm done. This is the second thing you're going to need to learn how to make. This is called a pop can solar heater. Okay? A pop can solar heater. Okay? Let me give you the... All right? All of you that are crying that, certain pipelines, are no longer active and you're going to freeze to death. Don't say I never helped the white race, huh? You can go back to calling me an anti-Semite and a racist. Anyway, a pop can solar heater. No electricity. No electricity needed, people. When the demoniac crazies came after me and ruined my life, I began to research all of the ways. And this was years ago I did this research. Okay? Very easy to make. You can heat your home. Okay? No electricity, no open flames, nothing burning. Europe, this is for you. If you don't know, you can hook this up if you live in an apartment building. All you got to do is just build it and nail it to the side of your window and then run it through the window. Okay? Right? You don't have to freeze to death, which is what they want. Okay? This is the wealth going forward until we get back the planet. Okay? All right? All right, guys. I showed you guys a lot of stuff now. Let me let you guys go. Okay? Guys, love you guys. There's so much more I can show you, but it's already 2 hours. Okay. Pop can solar heater. Learn how to make it. It literally costs like $20 to make. No electricity, no open flame, none of that. All you need is the sun. If you don't have the sun, let me give you another idea. Do you know that if you go down into the earth, below ground level, that the temperature is stable? So if Bill Gates decides to block out the sun, you don't have to freeze your ass in the house. All you got to do is run a pipe down 6 feet under the earth, where the not core temperature, where the temperature is stable. And then that heat will run right up into the house. Okay? Yeah? And will keep your house at a stable temperature. Okay, I don't know about your pipes. Okay, but just a solution. Guys, love you. Begin to think outside of the box. Okay? Yes, buy gold. Yes, buy silver. But you will not be able to trade gold and silver with the demoniacs. Okay? Find other things to trade. Guys, love you. Take care of yourself. And long live the human race. Bye.